Jesse with Trinity Construction and Design, and I just want to welcome you guys back to our project in Myakka Valley Ranches. Last time we were here, we were in the roof framing stage, and as you can see in the back, we're well into our finishes. So what I want to do today is kind of take you guys in a tour and see some of the features and some of the finishes that we've got going on inside. So follow me, let's go check it out. Okay, so because this is a modern home that's typically classified by clean, crisp lines and almost a minimalist sort of approach, we have opted to go with this door system, which is made by a company called Doorhouser, which is a Florida company. Super excellent people to work with, but they have come up with a really excellent way to create essentially a frameless door. So this is a pocket door that they've got. And as you can see, when I pull it out and close it, you don't have any casing, you don't have any lines. It is just a very crisp edge there. And so how that works is it's actually it's an extruded aluminum frame that goes in during framing, and for these pocket doors, for instance, those have to be set prior to drywall even going on. It requires some more skill to install these, to make sure that once the drywall and the finishes and everything go on, that everything comes out right. But when it does, it just looks great. And so we've opted for this door frame. We've used it on several other projects that we've done in the past. Again, I'm super pleased with how these are coming out. Okay, here we are in the primary bathroom, and just something that I wanted to touch base on is our tile. As you can see, the tile is mostly complete. We've got a couple pieces that still need to go on, but more importantly, what I wanted to highlight here is kind of our tile layout procedure and our approach to how we sort all this stuff out. This is something that starts well before rough ends, even for our plumbing and electrical. And what's involved is we take our tile selections and we understand the exact dimensions of it, and then we take it into our 3D modeling software and we lay the tile out. And some of the things that we take into consideration are symmetry, if the house necessitates that, and we understand our plumbing fixtures, we understand the sizes of them, how the quantity of them, where they need to go, and we place them in the model. And then what we do is we lay out our tile so that everything flows. As you can see here, we've got this section, and the tub filler is lined up on a grout joint here, and it's centered on that tile. Now that fixture had to be set obviously well before the tile went in, and you can see that as we're following our layout procedures, that we're yielding the results that we're looking for. Now this shower area is going to be partitioned with a glass enclosure that's going to go here. And as you can see, we had a very specific size tile, but we had a challenge of there's a bathtub going here, and we wanted the tile centered on the tub filler, and there's a shower over here, and we wanted the niche centered in the shower from that wall to the glass enclosure. And so the tricky part with that is we were bound to a finite size tile that was selected. And so what we decided to do here is we understood where the shower glass was going to stop. And so we specifically placed this grout joint here so that when the glass for the shower enclosure butts up here, it conceals that grout joint, so you no longer see this. And now this wall that is clad with a single plane of tile is now essentially partitioned, and it's perfectly centered on the tub, and it's perfectly centered in the shower. One other awesome thing that this product that we're using for the tile is, it's a product made by, I've got a piece right here. It's made by Schluter, and it's called Finneck. And if you look at it, it's a mitered piece. So this portion right here, it gets set in with the grout, and it's got a 45. And so what's really great about that is it allows edges like this for the shower niche for the tile to be mitered, and all you have is a very slim and sleek edge. Now that comes in multiple different finishes for this house. That's the color that we got, but it gives you a very small detail rather than that real chunky edge that you would see with some of the other products. Something that I really love about this shower is the Finneck edge that we used for the transition between where the dap out is for the shower and the main slab. And when you come over and see what's going on here is the main floor tile actually now appears to waterfall down into the shower dap out, giving it a look as if the whole floor is completely comprised of this slab-like material. And it came out so awesome, and I'm super psyched on it. So during rough-ins, we kind of realized that we had a little bit of a challenge on our hands because due to I guess the shape that you would say of this house, we don't have a traditional attic access like you would find in a lot of other houses. However, we did still have mechanical items, HVAC items, plumbing, things like that. The parts of the house that we need to make work, we had to get to them in the attic or in walls. And one product that I want to talk about is this is a Balco access panel, and I'm super pumped on these because like the door houser doors that we looked at previously, they're very much in line with the overall style of this home. Again, very clean lines, no frame. In working on these modern homes, you don't have the luxury of being able to just cut a panel out of the wall, put some molding up there and call it a day. It's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. It needs to be very simple. And so I wanna show you guys how these things work. This one in particular, our HVAC guy has a control panel that needed to get wired up. And so he had run all his wires inside of this wall cavity, and operating these things is very simple. It's a push latch. And what happens is the whole panel comes out, and now our HVAC guy has access to this when he comes to do his rough-in, and a cavity for him to be able to place his control panel. And again, when these go up, when they go back in, they just click right in, and it's not an eyesore. And again, super pumped on those things. We had them like I mentioned, in ceiling areas in the closets, and we've got a couple in the garage. And it was just a really excellent option for us to tie everything into this home. So early on in the selection stage for this project, we had the option of, the client really wanted to use a wood finish and get some nice rich tones on the eaves and the exterior ceilings. The problem with that is there's a lot of maintenance involved over the years, sealing it, trying to keep bugs out of it. So what we opted with was this product called Dizzle. And what it is it's a aluminum extruded product. And what it's got a very high definition printed face that has wood grain. And one of the things that I really love about this is typically when you're using something like this, like a synthetic product that's got a printed wood grain, every piece has got the same pattern. What's great about this is they offer, I want to say 4 different patterns. And so when you look at this, it's not all the same pattern. It's a very natural look. And it's also then coated with a UV protective layer, a clear coat, that has a 25-year guarantee on it. So the upside to this is that it's virtually maintenance-free over the duration of its lifespan on the house. And the other great thing about it is because it's an extruded aluminum product, it is very straight, it is very rigid, whereas if you're working with a natural lumber or organic material, you're going to have to put up with the curves and the boards that you're going to get, and they might not all be the same width. So this was an excellent option for our client here, and I think it looks absolutely phenomenal as it's going up. As you can see, it's still in progress. We're nearing the end of it, but it is just looking spectacular. I gotta be honest, I have a hard time not just stopping and staring at it some days. Hey guys, thanks again for coming along with us today to check out our Myakka Valley Ranch project. We've got about 8 to 10 more weeks before we're handing this over to our client, and I know she's super thrilled with where we're at so far, and we will post a final video when everything's all done so you can see it complete. Thanks again for following us. Have a great day, guys.